Baseball here on the show. Tonight, the second of three between the Northwest Arkansas Naturals and the San Antonio Missions. Live baseball coming at you next. Tonight, the guy from New Jersey, Brett Kennedy, takes the mound for the home team in this one. And now, Vladimir Salazar, the designated hitter, will lead this one under the lights. And now the first pitch. And we are underway this evening as a four-seamer misses the zone for ball one. 7:05 our first pitch of this game as we play the second of the three-game series. And now the 1-0. And now be a four-seamer in the strike zone, 1-1. Don't forget, we wrap up this series tomorrow night. Or should I say, tomorrow afternoon, our rescheduled game at 4:05.
Ball, that's in.
And that will miss the zone for a ball, and now the count holds 2-1. So Missions and Northwest Arkansas will wrap this series up at 4:05 p.m. And I'll be hitting in center, and that will be the first out. Time now to look at the visiting Northwest Arkansas Naturals starting lineups. And now, the center fielder, Alex Seal. One man out, following nobody on. Now the first pitch. And that four-seamer will get him swing and a miss. And that's the strike on him. 0-1 now. And that'll be hit foul, and now he's in a 0-2 hole. And that's strike two. After tomorrow afternoon's game, the Missions head to Frisco after this three-game series. They'll play down there for 4 games, Tuesday through Friday nights. And that will be a 4 games. Don't forget, on Saturday, June 13th, will be the beginning of an 8-game homestand. And for myself to affiliate that 8 games, we will leave for Corpus Christi and have 2 games Sunday afternoon on June 21st after our 4 games against Midland. And that'll be fouled off, and a few guys in the Missions dugout will duck for cover.
2-2 now.
And the slider will miss out of the zone, and that'll be ball 2. So 2-2 the count now. So 8-game homestand beginning Saturday, June 13th, Corpus Christi and San Antonio. And that will wrap up a 4-game series beginning Tuesday night, June 16th. We take the day off on Wednesday, and we will rest for that day. And we'll have 4 games versing off the Rockhounds from Midland. And I'll be hitting a right. And that's the second out here in the top half of the first inning. And then we travel to Corpus Christi for 5 games. We'll be back on Thursday. And we'll have a weekend baseball. And that will end the first half against the Midland Rockhounds. And now bring up Tom Koo to the box now. 2 away in the inning with nobody on. And that 4-seam fastball is in the middle for strike 2. And now the 0-2 delivery. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, and now in the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the bottom half of inning number 1, no score. Taking the mound for the visiting team, Eric Skoglund will start the pitching for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals here in Game 2 of this 3-game series at San Antonio. And now, the center fielder, Billy Richter, up to the plate now to start the home half of the first inning under a nice Saturday evening. And shout outs to get to as we play the bottom half of the first, and underway of that first inning, we have the Northwest Arkansas fans from North Little Rock, where the Naturals originate from. So they are watching on YouTube Live as they take on the Missions. And the center fielder will get that one, and that'll be a quick out number 1. Time now to look at the home squad starting lineups, the San Antonio Missions. In now, Ronnie Finch, the shortstop. Up to the plate now with 1 man out and nobody on. And did he go? No, he did not, says the home plate umpire. It's ball 1. So if I do remember correctly, in Game 1 of the 3-game series, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals just beaten up San Antonio in a final score of 6-0. It was a shutout finish last night. So San Antonio looking to redeem themselves tonight here in this ball game and try to even up a series. So gotta say, hope that tonight will be the night for them. If they do win, then the series will be tied, and if Northwest Arkansas wins, then they will lead this series by 2, which will give San Antonio one more chance on Sunday to win the final game before their road trip to Frisco. And that one will be fouled off, and now the count will still remain at 2-2. So like I said, we do have shout outs, and I did mention the guys from North Little Rock. Also have fans here waving at section 100 behind the home plate area. So behind home, and now the count 2-2. And the changeup will be out of the zone for ball 3, and that will load up the count. On deck with 1 man out and nobody on. 3-2 delivery. And that will be a swing and a miss, and he chases that one right out of the zone for the second out here in the inning. So, gotta say, Eric getting the punch out right there and stepping in. Felipe Rodriguez, the first baseman, coming up to the plate now with 2 away in the inning. And that changeup will be in the bottom, and that would be strike 1. Gotta say, that looked too low to be a strike. But don't argue ball and strikes with the home plate umpire that knows from his head to his foot. And Skoglund will nail another one in there, and that is strike 2 called. So seeing number 53 on his jersey from Northwest Arkansas.
Nope, that's a ball.
Reminds you of
One ball, two
Herbie
strikes, down.
when you look at Eric Scoglin's jersey. I'm gonna say, if you do see that 53, you'll see it. It's on his jersey. Count now, a ball and 2 strikes. Here we go. And that's going to be popped up. And the first baseman has it, and that's the inning. So, no runs, no hits, no errors. We head to the top of inning number 2, and no score. Carlos Gutierrez, the first baseman for the Naturals, will start the top half of inning number 2. And do gotta say, we are scoreless through the first inning. And now here we go with inning number 2, as that one has been hit to the second. And he will throw him out at first, and that's out number 1. Time to look at the defensive lineups for the home team. Francisco to the plate for the Naturals tonight. 1 man out with nobody on. And that 4-seamer will miss the zone for ball 1. Fans still piling in their seats as we are still underway of this ball game here this evening. And I do gotta say, this series is now went quick, as San Antonio will finish off the last of their series with Northwest Arkansas. Northwest Arkansas is the AA affiliate of the Kansas City Royals, and San Antonio affiliates the Padres organization. Made that 2 quick outs here to start the top half of inning number 2, and coming up now, the left fielder, Diego Espinoza, as he will stride to the plate with 2 away in the inning. And that 4-seamer in there for strike 1, 93 miles an hour for a strike. Gotta say, Kennedy's just on a roll tonight. I think he's about to have another 1, 2, 3 inning if he could get it there. Hit to first. Then the first baseman will take it in himself, and that will be the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and we head to the bottom half of the second. No score. In now the right fielder, Edgar Aramis, stepping up to start the home half of inning number 2 in the box. And we are underway of inning number 2, as the first pitch is a 4-seamer for ball 1. The 1-0. And it's going to be a base hit. He misses it. Oh my gracious. And he's going to get into second with it. No outs. So San Antonio now in the hit column, and now their objective tonight is to try to get into the run column as they see fit. And that'll bring in Robbie Hunt, the third baseman here for San Antonio tonight, as he's got that opportunity to bring that guy from second to home with a base hit. And that curveball will be out of the zone for ball 1. Nice, partly cloudy evening. We are 77 degrees. We should be in the low 70s before we're hottest of all days. And we have experienced it while playing Sunday games. I mean, if you do recall that. And yes, we have experienced a lot of those. Base hit, and that ball will stay fair. And the runner from second is in to score on that base hit, and now a runner at first. And yes, guys, we're doing really well. So San Antonio getting a RBI with nobody out, and still having an opportunity to get well ahead. Curveball to Carlos Valentin, the designated hitter tonight for San Antonio. You gotta say, this is a opportunity to win tonight's ball game and to bring back this series at 1-1. Disregard the right hand of your screen.
Nope, outside.
Because it still says it has a something to do with internet. So yes, just disregard all that. Now the changeup now out there, 2-2. Bottom half of the bottom half of the second, San Antonio is in a 1-0 lead. And that'll be strike 3 called, and he goes down as the first out in the inning. Time to look at the defensive lineups for the Naturals. And now, Chad Taylor, the catcher tonight. One man on, one away here in the inning. In the bottom half of the home second. And that one's going to be fouled off, and that will be strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. And that's going to be fouled off to the left. And now the count holds at 0-2. And Taylor will go down swinging, and that's another strikeout for Skoglund. So 2 away here in the inning. And now we'll bring up Kenny McClendon. And throw back at first, and he's safe in there. And pitch out here, but nothing's doing, and that's ball 1. Beautiful Saturday evening here at home. And gotta say, our weekend. But I do gotta say and recall that we will be back home the next weekend. We won't be here Friday, but we will surely be back on Saturday. And then we'll play Monday afternoon, the first and second games of the doubleheader, and wrap up the series against Corpus Christi on Tuesday. And that will even up the count at 2-2. We will also play the Midland Rockhounds on Thursday, June 18th for a doubleheader. So, be the month of doubleheaders for the Texas League missions. And that will be hitting the right, and that will end the inning. A run on 2 hits, no errors. We head to the top of the third. San Antonio is out in front, 1-0. Kevin McCormick, the right fielder, will stride to the plate now as we'll start the top half of the third inning. Now the first pitch of inning number 3. And a four-seamer up there for 92 miles an hour called for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. And that's going to be hit to short. Can he get it? No. He beats the throw to first, and the score's decision will be a base hit in that one. So you got the tying run at first, and stepping in now, Eric Jenkins. And a four-seamer will be in there for strike one. Did I call his last name Jenkins? I mean Eric Jansen. I do apologize. That's not very nice, boy. And that's going to be hit. But unfortunately, the right fielder will track that one down, and that will be the first out in the inning. Hey, Grandpa, don't disturb me, please. Oh, you got to be nice. Larry Sawyer, the catcher, will come out. And he will be our catcher here tonight for Northwest Arkansas. And he hops out of the way as that one nearly gets him in the, shall I say, the coconuts? Hey! Well, it's the truth, Dad. What are you talking about? 1-1 is the count. To Sawyer, 1-1. And that one's going to be hit high, but it'll be fouled off. And now the count will still remain at 1-2. One and two. Hit the third. Uh-oh, it's under his glove. So base runners at first and second with one out here in the inning. So a double play will get him out of the inning. Tying run at second. Go ahead run at first. And now bring up the leadoff man, Vladimir Salazar, the designated hitter in this game when he led off the top half of the first inning. And that will be 1-1 to Vladimir. 1-1. And that one's going to be fouled off. And he'll be in the 1-2 hole. 1-2. And the slider will hang him out to dry, and that's two away here in the inning. So Vladimir Salazar will go down on strikes, and Kennedy will get that punch out. Or shall I call it a strikeout? Sounds a whole lot better when it's called a strikeout pitch. And the four-seamer is in there for strike one. Alex Seals was a fly out in the first, 0 for 1 here tonight in this ball game. San Antonio up early 1-0 lead as we are here in the top half of the third inning. And Northwest Arkansas looking to get on the board. And that's going to be hit in the center. The center fielder has it, and that's the inning. So we go to the bottom half of the third inning. The Mission still out in front, 1-0. In now, Dustin Gonzalez will lead off the home half of the third inning here this evening. And here we go with inning number 3 as that four-seamer is out of the zone for ball one. Shout-outs to get to. We'll have the fans waving at section 101 and 103. So good evening, guys, and enjoy the ball game here. Just remember that the shout-outs will end after the 8th inning is done. So make sure that you get your shout-outs when available. And that's going to be hit. So high, so high, so high. Oh, my gracious. And he's going to lead off this inning with a no-out double. And Gonzalez, my gracious, you should have seen that ball fly. So, my gracious, that was a pretty unique hit. Getting off into second and hoping to extend this lead. And that's going to be a base hit. And you got runners at the corners now with still nobody out. And that will bring up the next batter. And he throws back to first, keeping close on him. So Eric is in trouble now as he has the corners loaded up now. And oh my gracious, the shellacking continues. And now bring home one run. Here comes another to the plate. And San Antonio now up a 3-0 lead here in the bottom half of the third inning. So San Antonio making progress here tonight. I am impressed. And now they still ain't finished yet as they have a base runner at second with still nobody out. So 2 runs are in to score here in the bottom half of the third inning. So I'm impressed. San Antonio making it happen tonight after losing that game against the Naturals in a 6-0 defeat. And hoping to secure a victory and tie up the series at 1-1. And what? Oh, danger it is. And now another base hit's in there. And now you got first and second with still nobody out. So San Antonio just getting up in the hit column, and now bring in Edgar Armas. 1-for-1, a double that led to a run coming across to score here in this one. So nobody's still out. And uh-oh, that's going to be a pop-up. And the infield fly roll is in effect now. And that will do it. The second baseman will take that one in and give the ball back to the pitcher on the mound. Robbie Hunt, 1-for-1, a single and an RBI. Hoping to extend this lead to at least 3 more. And that curveball, he'll chase after it for strike 1. I would say that is a beautiful evening sky that we're seeing, guys, and the atmosphere just beautiful. And that curveball will miss out of the zone and it even up the count at 1-1. Eric Skoglund is now at 45 pitches so far through the first 3 innings. So gotta say, he will probably go through a little bit longer. And that's going to be hit. And uh-oh, here comes a runner. And the ball is getting away from him. Oh my gracious. Look at that. And we're going to have the 2 outfielders just talking to each other. And he's like, I need you to get that ball, man. We're losing this one. Mission's whooping our butts, you darn. For last night. And now bring in Carlos Valentin, a single in the second, 0-for-1 here in this evening. And that will be strike 1. So 3-0 our score. First and third loaded up with 2 away here in the inning. And that's going to be fouled off. And the count will still go at 0-2. 0-2 delivery. And that changeup out of the zone for ball. The 1-2. And that'll be a swing and a miss. And that will end the inning. So 2 runs on a few base hits. No errors. We head to the top of the 4th. San Antonio out in front 3-0. In now, Tom Koo will start the top half of the 4th inning for Northwest Arkansas. And do gotta say, up a 3-0 lead, and Northwest Arkansas facing that lead, trailing 3. And that's gonna be hit in the right. Right fielder has his eyes on it. 1 away. So the Arkansas Travelers and the Corpus Christi Hooks going head to head. And gotta say, in that ball game, I think there is 1 run for Arkansas and 2 runs for Corpus Christi. So tomorrow afternoon they'll play their last game against the Arkansas Travelers. 8 balls, 33 strikes, a total of 41. So far, Kennedy has been throwing his pitches. He's been real dominant so far, and that one's going to be hit to the wall. And he will be fortunate enough that was not a home run, and as he gets that one on the track for the 2nd out here in the inning. Francisco Sanchez, the 3rd baseman, strike out in the 2nd. Will stride to the plate here in the last of the 4th inning. And that one will go foul, and now he's 0-1. And that one's going to be hit in the right. And the right fielder will have it, and that ends the inning. So we head to the bottom half of the 4th. San Antonio out in front 3-0. And now, Chad Taylor, the catcher, strike out in the 2nd. 0-1 here this ball game this evening. And here we go with inning number 4 as that first pitch is hit up in center, and that will be the 1st out. And now batting, the 2nd baseman, Kenny McClendon, line out in the 2nd inning. Gotta say, McClendon doing pretty well here in the organization of the San Diego Padres. And do gotta say, that's pretty good right there. Dustin Gonzalez awaits on deck in a 3-0 count. And the 4-seamer is in the strike zone for strike 1. And, whoa. Okay, hold on just a second. Hold your horses, man. That is strike 2 called. The 3-2. And that's going to be hit in the center. And that will end the inning. or I do believe that would be the second out. Pulling your legs there. Hey! Stop pulling my legs! Dustin Gonzalez, the left fielder, double and a run.
Ball, that's out.
And that four-seamer in the zone for ball one. The 1-0. And that curveball will get him out chasing for strike one. And the curveball will be in there. And that'll be the second strike here. 1-2, the last of the fourth inning. And that will end the inning here. Now I gotta say that. So still up 3 runs here in this inning. We go to the top of inning number 5 and San Antonio 3-0. Stepping in, Diego Espinoza, the left fielder for Northwest Arkansas, will start the top half of the 5th inning. And that's going to be hit in the center. Center fielder will have it. And that's the first out. I want to remind everybody to return back for our afternoon game for Sunday afternoon baseball taking on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. Our game is at 4:05 first pitch. And that will be the series finale against these two ball clubs for a while. Four-seamer up there, 93 miles an hour for strike one. Now, if you guys want to know when we play the Naturals again, it will be on Tuesday, August 11th at Northwest Arkansas. 3 games before the 3 against the Arkansas Travelers. And hit the third and nails him out at first, and that's 2 quick outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And now bring up the shortstop Eric Jansen. Fly out in the third, 0 for 1 here in this ball game. Oh, the 0-0. And that slider is in there for a code strike one. Happy Saturday evening to fans that are watching and fans that are from North Little Rock, where the Northwest Arkansas Naturals originate from that city. North Little Rock, Arkansas. And do gotta say, hope everybody there is having a good time watching us here at San Antonio. San Antonio is the greatest team that we all see here in AA Texas League Baseball. And also a good farm club for the Padres organization. Base hit, and they're getting into the hit column, and runner at first now with still 2 away here in the inning. And now bring in the next guy, Larry Sawyer. 1 for 1, a single in the 3rd inning here for Northwest Arkansas. Oh and 1. And that one will be fouled off, and that will be strike 2 on him. 0-2. And he will swing and miss. And that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down on strikeouts. And we head to the bottom half of the 5th. And San Antonio out 3-0. In now, the center fielder Billy Richter, as he started the home half of the 1st inning and went down on strikes. Bottom half of the 5th, underway is that 4-seamer, 88 miles an hour for strike 1. At the righties in the Naturals bullpen, Nakayama and Chance coming up to do their warm-up pitches. And now here's the next, and that curveball gets him out chasing for strike 2. So a nice, beautiful evening as we play Saturday Night Baseball. And for the fans tuning in, your time is coming. And strike 3 called, that's the first out. Skoglund picking up another strikeout for Northwest Arkansas. And you gotta say, that right there, he's having a good night so far, but still down a 3-run deficit. So I do gotta say, who wears number 53? And that will be Don Drysdale. So Don was World Champions Club 1959, 1963, and 1965. And do gotta say, this guy is just really good. And that's a changeup in there, and they'll load up the count at 3-2. So, like I said, Donald Scott Drysdale wore number 53 for the LA Dodgers. He was also a television sports commentator, a right-hand pitcher for the Brooklyn Dodgers, which later transformed to the Los Angeles Dodgers for his entire career in Major League Baseball. He was also inducted into the Hall of Fame back in 1984. So a lot of great history about Don Drysdale, which his middle name was Scott, like Scott Heineman for the Midland Rockhounds manager. And I do gotta say, I met that man before. He's pretty cool. Got a photo inside the series, or the live action. And do gotta say, just miss those good old days. But still remember him. Scott Heineman. I never forget that name. Really cool manager for Midland's Rockhounds manager. And that will be 2 away in the inning with still a base runner at first. So, July 23rd, we're going to find that date here on the schedule. And that will be Thursday game at Midland. So, gotta say, we will celebrate the birth of the pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers, Don Scott Drysdale. So, don't forget, on Thursday, July 23rd, missions will be at Midland, and we'll remember him as the celebrated life here in this one. So, Drysdale died July 3rd, 1993 at the age of 56. His home was Van Nuys, California, and died in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. So we'll explain this in next inning if we can, because we're fixing to go down into this one as we study a lot about how much Don Scott Drysdale wore 53. And gotta say, that's where Herbie got his racing stripes and numbers from. Because Don was the first guy for Los Angeles to get his numbers from. So gotta say, pretty cool, because now we know where 53 came from. So Don win and loss record was 209 to 166. Earned average 2.9. 2,486. So gotta say, that right there, wow. Just wow on that. Robbie Hunt on deck now for San Antonio if they get the walk. But if they don't, that will end the inning. Swing and a miss. And that's the inning. So we head to the top of the sixth, and San Antonio up early, 3-0 lead. And now, Vladimir Salazar, strikeout, fly out, 0 for 2, as he will come up to the plate to start the top half of the sixth inning. So we're going back to the subject about Donald Scott Drysdale. And gotta say, this man just, wow. First baseman takes that one in, and that'll be out number 1. Salazar will go down. And that will bring up Alex Seals with 2 flyouts, 0 for 2 here in this ball game. So Drysdale won the 1962 Cy Young Award. In 1968, pitched a record 6 consecutive shutouts and 58 2/3 consecutive scoreless innings. He was one of the most dominant pitchers of the late 1950s and early to mid 1960s. Drysdale was 6 foot and 5 inches tall. And gotta say, boy, that guy was big. 1.96 meters tall, and was not afraid to throw pitches near batters to keep them off balance. After his playing career, he became a radio and television broadcaster. So that's a lot of great history about Don and stuff. So Drysdale was born in Van Nuys, Los Angeles, and attended Van Nuys High School, where one of the classmates was an actor, Robert Redford. Now the 0-1 pitch. And that 4-seamer is in there for strike 2. And Brett Kennedy, 10 balls and 49 strikes, total of 59. So gotta say, his pitch count really is really good. 0-2. And fouled off, and still 0-2 with 2 outs and nobody on. And shutouts will continue against Northwest Arkansas.
I got the Count 1 and
Slider, 1-2. Drysdale was a good hitting pitcher in 14 seasons. He had 218 hits and 1,169 at-bats for a .186 batting average, including 96 runs and 26 doubles
2-2. Count.
and 7 triples, 29 home runs, a total of 113 RBIs, and 60 bases on balls. Drysdale was occasionally used as a pinch hitter once during the World Series. And that's going to be popped up right in the foul ground, and nobody will get to that one. It's still 2-2. 2-2. And swing and a miss. That four-seamer comes against Koo, and that ends the inning.
Your attention, please.
Stephen Nakayama will take the mound to start the home half of the 6th inning. And now, Robbie Hunt, the third baseman, single, RBI, 1 for 2 here in this ball game as he will stride to the plate for the home half of the 6th. Nighttime now getting upon us. And as we start the bottom half, I should say, of the 6th, excuse me, that will lead ball 1 to 1-0. Drysdale won 25 games in the Cy Young Award in 1963. He struck out 251 batters and won Game 3 of the World Series at Los Angeles Dodger Stadium over the New York Yankees, 1-0 in 1965. He was the Dodgers' only .300 with 7 home runs. That year, he also won 23 games and helped out the Dodgers to win the 3rd World Championship in Los Angeles. So in 1968, Drysdale set major league records, and with 6 consecutive shutouts at 58.5 consecutive scoreless innings, the latter record was broken by a fellow Dodger, Oriole Hershiser. And that will be the first out in the inning. So 20 years later, Hershiser, however, did not match Drysdale records of 6 consecutive complete game shutouts.
Ball 1, no strike.
Drysdale ended his career with 209 wins, 2,486 strikeouts, and over 167 completed games and 49 shutouts.
Nope. Outside.
And he was just a legend, guys. I do gotta say, a baseball Hall of Famer. In 1984, had his number 53 retired at Dodger Stadium on July 1st, 1984. At the time of his retirement, the Dodgers, who played for Brooklyn. So, my gracious, this guy is just a Hall of Famer, if I do say so myself here. Talk a lot about Don Drysdale, but we will also celebrate the life of him as we play Thursday, July 23rd at Midland. So, gotta say, hope you guys are ready. That day will be the day he was born. And that will do it. And that will be the second out here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And stepping in now, Chad Taylor, the catcher, Coming up to the plate now. And that sweeping curve will get him in for strike one. So he won 3 National League Player of the Month awards and earned an averaged 51 strikeouts, a 6-0 record. 2.00 earned run average and 48 strikeouts. So he carried a lot in him. So my gracious. 2-1. And that's going to be popped up. And right in the left. And that will do. The inning is over. So we played 6 full, and San Antonio still a shutout intact. 3-0. Back here for Texas League Baseball as we start the top half of the 7th inning. 3 hits for the visitors this evening as we are 3-0, a shutout intact going. And now Carlos Gutierrez fly out, ground out 0 for 2 here in this ball game. And here we go with inning number 7 as the first pitch is fouled off for strike 1. Gotta say, it's just nice to give y'all a little insight about his life. Oh and 1. And that's gonna be popped to the short. Can he get him? Yes, he can. And that's the first out at first. Or out number 1. So, Francisco Sanchez, the third baseman, strikeout, line out, 0 for 2 here in this ball game. And that 4-seamer is going to be fouled off for strike 1. I just want to thank everybody for coming out and listening to broadcast of the San Antonio missions here tonight. And hope everybody will come back tomorrow for the finale of the 3-game series versing off the Naturals. 4:05 our first pitch. 3 o'clock when the gates open. So hope to see you guys here. And that will go foul in the left and still 0-2. Well, Corpus Christi leading the Arkansas Travelers by only a 1-run deficit, 3-2. So Arkansas trailing by 1, and pretty much Corpus Christi will be getting hopefully the win here tonight. And the first baseman's going to take it out himself, and that will be 2 away here in the inning. So, Diego Espinoza, the left fielder, will come up now. And do gotta say, after tomorrow's ball game, San Antonio will head to Frisco, and I do believe Corpus Christi will head to Midland, and then after that they will head to San Antonio after that, and then Corpus Christi should be heading back home and playing Frisco. The 0-2 delivery. And now be fouled off in the right. And that right there will be a foul ball. 0-2. And the first baseman has it, and he walks on the bag, and that ends the inning. Get up and stretch, guys. This is 7th inning stretch time. The Missions out in front 3-0. In now, Kenny McClendon to start the bottom half of the 7th inning. I gotta say, San Antonio just dominant so far on the field here. So a good chance that they will win this one here tonight. And hopefully by tomorrow they'll wrap up the 3-game series. And that's going to be hit. And that will do 1 out. Second baseman will get that one, and that'll be a quick out number 1 here. Dustin Gonzalez, the left fielder, a double and a run, 1 for 2 here this evening. And gotta say, the sky is just glowing in color. Look at that yellowish color. You do see a little red, dark red on the horizon. And a few clouds here this evening. And that will be a 2-seamer outside for ball 2. The 2-1. And that sweeping curveball will be out of the zone. And on deck will be Billy Richter. 3-0 our score as we play the bottom half of the 7th inning. And that's going to be popped up to short. And that's 2 away here in the inning. So down to 1 more out here in the bottom half of the 7th. And stepping in now is the next guy, Billy Richter. And that'll be hitting a right. And that will do it. The inning is over. We played 7 full. The Missions out in front 3-0. Kevin McCormick, the right fielder, 1 for 2 here, single in the 3rd inning, will approach the plate to start the top half of the 8th inning. And here we go with inning number 8 as that 4-seamer is in the zone for strike 1. We got to say this will be our last inning of shutouts, so you guys better be in here before we finish the bottom half of the 8th inning to get your shout out. 1 away, and that will do her. Tonight is the game as we bring you your scores. 3-0 our score here as we play the top half of the 8th inning on this nice, comfortable Saturday evening. Eric Jansen, the shortstop, will have a single in the 5th. 1 for 2 here in this evening's contest. 2 outs remain here in the top half of the 8th inning. And that 4-seamer will be in there for strike 1. And the count will be that 4-seamer in there for ball 1, and that will be 1-1. So do gotta say, when we play Northwest Arkansas at home, it'll be Tuesday, August 18th, when the Missions will play their last 3 games against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals and the Arkansas Travelers, beginning a weekend, Friday, August 21st, and wrapping up the 3-game final games of the 2015 season of those 2 ball clubs. And that's going to be hitting the right. The right fielder has it, and that's 2 away. So on Tuesday, August 25th, San Antonio will play their last 4 games at Frisco before heading to Corpus Christi for that 3 games. And that will bring up Larry Sawyer. 2 away in the inning. And that's going to be popped up. Uh-oh. And he couldn't catch it. It bounces off his glove. And that'll be strike 1. So Tuesday, September 1st will be our last 7-game homestand. And we'll play 4 games against Midland and 3 against Corpus Christi. And that would do it. The 8th top half is over. So we go to the bottom half of the 8th. The shutout is still intact, 3-0. Eli Chance will come up and do the pitching as he'll start the bottom half of the 8th inning on the mound. In now, Ronnie Finch, a shortstop, 1 for 2 with the double that led to 2 RBIs. And those 2 RBIs was in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. That's going to be popped up. Third baseman has it, and that's a quick out, number 1. So you got 2 outs remaining, guys, and do got to say the shout-outs, if they don't come, you're far too late. And Felipe Rodriguez comes up to the plate now. And yes, I do see some shout-outs, and we will get to that. Naturals bullpen, Newberry and Jay, the righties, coming up to do their pitching. So we got fans from Northwest Arkansas watching, and fans from San Antonio watching tonight's ball game. They may be here at the stadium, or they may be at home watching on YouTube Live. 1-1. And the splitter will be 2-1. So Eli throws a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a splitter, and a slurve. 2-1. And that 4-seam fastball nearly plunks him in the face. And that's ball 3. So good night for baseball, as San Antonio down to their final 2 outs here in this ball game. And that will be ball 4 with 1 away here. So Chance will come out of the dugout. Not happy with not throwing those balls, but hey, it will probably show that he needs to do better. Edgar Aramis coming up to the plate now, as he was a double, a run, and 1 for 3 here this evening. And the cutter will be 1-0. Night sky already upon us as we're down to the bottom half of the 8th inning. 1-0. And that one will be fouled off, and that will even up the count at 1-1. Now 1-1. And that 4-seamer's low in the dirt for ball 2. So if you're wondering where Matt Vasgersian is, I will tell you guys he will be back Tuesday night as we play the 4-game set at Frisco. So letting you know we are taking turns to ball games. Robbie Hunt on deck for San Antonio tonight. And gotta say, this could be another walk, so he could be in danger now. 3-1. And a four-seamer up there for strike one. (3-0) our score as we play the bottom half of the 8th inning. 3-2. And the splitter will get him chasing, and that's strikeout. And that'll be out number 2. So Eli will get that strikeout. And stepping in now, Robbie Hunt. Final chance here in this inning. And down to their last out. Robbie was a single, an RBI, 1 for 3 here in this contest this evening. The 0-1. And that's going to be popped up in the left. And the shortstop has it, and that will end the inning. So nothing doing here. We go to the top half of the 9th. San Antonio is out in front 3-0. And stepping in now, the designated hitter, Vladimir Salazar. And do gotta say, they are up against it now as they're down to their final 3 outs here of this game. And that four-seamer will be inside the zone for strike one. 4:05 our first pitch tomorrow afternoon for the finale of the 3-game series against these two ball clubs. And do gotta say, hope you guys tune in or come to the stadium and watch these guys play. And one more time before we play the South Division until the remainder of this month. And then our playoff race will begin on Thursday, July 2nd, when we play 5 away against Springfield and Tulsa. And that's going to be popped up right in the foul ground. The third baseman chasing it, and that's the first out. So 1 away here, and they will get 2 more chances. And stepping in, Tom Koo, the second baseman. And trying to get on base and hopefully bringing in the tying and go-ahead run. And that indeed, right there will be the base runner at first and second. And now the tying run coming up to the plate now. Now it'll be Carlos Gutierrez, the first baseman. And time is going to be called here as we're going to see the manager come out of the bullpen. And that will do it for the starting pitcher this evening. So what a great night for him. Ramon Cortez is in now as he will try to get the final 2 outs of this 9th inning frame. And here's the first pitch. And the 2-seamer misses for strike one. Double play could win this ball game. Or 2 pair of strikeouts. Gotta say, a nice night for y'all to watch and experience the last of this 9th inning frame. Oh, 2. And that changeup will be 85 miles an hour, called for ball 1. One and 2. And that's going to be popped up. And we got the infield fly rule in effect now. And now it'll be 2 away here in the inning. So Arkansas, or Northwest Arkansas, down to their final out here in this evening's contest. And that two-seamer is in there, and now they're down against it as they're down to 2 strikes left. And Francisco Sanchez, the final chance of doing something here. And that's going to be popped up, and that will go foul at the very last moment, and now they're down against it. As fans come to their feet, the 0-2. And that will end the ball game, folks. A shutout victory for San Antonio. And they will score 3 runs in this ball game. Kennedy on the mound getting the win. Eric Skoglund will be tagged with the loss here for Northwest Arkansas. And gotta say, this ball game was just a sign of beauty tonight. I really liked it. So hope you guys have learned a lot about number 53 of Los Angeles Dodgers. And do gotta say, we will play at Midland on his birthday. So we will be back here after show coming up in just a few short moments.
Fans, our final line score. First, for the victorious Mission. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Naturals, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 36 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
So, wow, I gotta say, tonight's ball game and the contest comes to an end as San Antonio will get even with the Northwest Arkansas Naturals here in this contest. So here's your final line scores as we play this one here for you tonight. San Antonio, 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Northwest Arkansas, only 5 hits in this ball game. No runs, no errors, just only 5 lone hits. Eric Skoglund is the losing pitcher for the Naturals as he gave up 6 hits. And he struck out 8, but didn't do too poorly. I mean, give him credit for what due is credit for. Winning pitcher tonight for the San Antonio Missions, Brett Kennedy, as he did 5 strikeouts. The save will go to Ramon Cortez. Well, we are back for Sunday afternoon baseball, and do gotta say, hope everybody will enjoy this 3-game series. One more game against Northwest Arkansas. So hope you guys are gonna tune in at 4:05, our first pitch time. So anyway, well, this has been Missions Baseball, home of the AA Texas League. And do gotta say, we want to wish everybody a good night. And we will see you guys afternoon on Sunday.